Welcome back. It is time finally again to sit down, talk things magic, raise our vibrations, and just come higher all together. It's been a while since I have done a podcast. Obviously, there's been so many changes in my life, and something that I want to speak on today is keeping the magic alive even when things become chaotic and even when there are so many changes in our lives. I get a lot of messages from friends and people that I don't know asking me how do they nurture their spirituality even in this three-dimensional world that doesn't rest. There's not always going to be stillness. There's not always going to feel like there's magic in the mundane. Sometimes you feel like you forget yourself and you lose yourself and you want to come back to your spiritual side, but you have deadlines and you have bills to pay and you have people to fight with and you have breakups to go through. And that's all so valid and so normal in the human experience, and it should all be experienced. But what we need to do is remember the art of romanticizing our lives, because romance is found in heartbreak, it's found in chaos, it's found in the negative, it's found in the trauma. You don't have a happy ending without a chaotic story. That's like any romantic movie. You can't just have a happy, 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 happy story and a happy ending. It just is boring. You wouldn't finish the movie. And so, yeah, that's what life is. Life is a romantic movie, and that's why we need to keep the magic alive no matter what you're going through. So let me start this off by saying that there's so many times where I do lose the romance and I do lose the magic. And I think, again, that's the beauty of life, because you forget in order to remember, and then you remember in order to forget again. Like, I love that about life. I love it in its contrast. I love it in its duality. You cannot have one thing without the other. I talk about this all the time. You have to have yin with yang. You can't have light without the dark. Whatever, you get it. But a big reason in why we do tend to let go of our spiritual side, or why we aren't so receptive to the magic, is because our three-dimensional world asks a lot of us, and that's understandable. That's just the way they have started to operate the world. Unfortunately, in this day and age, we are waking up rushing for work. We are rushing home after work. We don't have time to eat. We don't have time to sit down before a coffee. We have deadlines. We have responsibilities. All in all, your nervous system is not calm, and you're constantly in a state of fright or flight, right? Or whatever the fuck. Flight or freeze, or I don't know, but you're in a state of survival mode, and it can be really frustrating to see other people just frolicking through life and like loving their cup of coffee when you don't even have time for a fucking cup of coffee. And I hear that because I have that all the time. But in order to nurture your spiritual self, in order to calm your nervous system, you need stillness and you need presence. And let me explain that stillness does not mean doing nothing. Stillness means presence. Stillness means intention. Stillness means slowing down. It doesn't mean doing nothing. It just means focusing on one thing, not letting your energy be scattered all over the place. It's really just about treating life like it matters, that you get to live life, not that you have to live life. And appreciation for living life, the small things about living life, not about having things and being someone, but just about existing and experiencing and being alive and being conscious of your aliveness, you know? Now, let me explain to you what happens when you do romanticize your life, because when you are exuding a romantic energy, you get back that romantic energy. We know that everything in this world is energy, and whatever frequency you tune into is the frequency in which you're going to get back. You know that when you think a thought, that thought ends up following you throughout the day. You know, when you acknowledge a certain car or when you have a new interest, it starts showing up, whether that's on your TikTok algorithm or whether it's a car that you like and all of a sudden it drives past that same day. You are constantly giving frequencies out. You are constantly giving your awareness, your attention away as a currency. That's why they say whatever you pay attention to is what you are giving away, but you will get it back, right? Because the bond strengthens between you and whatever you give your energy to. And that can be positive things and it can be negative things in your life. But I want to explain it like this. Let's say you're going on a walk and you actually notice the trees and you notice the sun shining through the leaves, and all of a sudden you get the sense of awe. That is energy that you have given the tree, and that tree has given that energy straight back to you in a sense of awe. You gave it admiration, it gave you awe. Think of a sunset. So many people can walk around and not even care about a sunset. But when you stop and you appreciate the sunset and you're like, oh my God, this is the best sunset I've ever seen in my life. Again, you are giving appreciation. You are giving your energy to the sunset. And what does the sun give you in return? Literal life force energy. It gives you excitement. It gives you hope. It gives you love. When you make your tea in the morning and you appreciate every sip and you appreciate the herbs that are within your tea, guess what the tea gives you? It energizes you. It gives you your energy back, right? So what I'm trying to say is that that's energy. That's the secret. What you pay attention to pays you back. Your energy is your currency. When you invest in beauty, beauty will grow. When you invest in love, love will grow. And when you invest in irritation, guess what? That grows too. So it's not just nice thoughts that you're having in life. It's not just romantic gestures that you are doing for yourself. This is an energy exchange with the universe. What are you paying attention to? What are you doing? Are you still? Are you calm? Are you peaceful? Are you in love? Are you in awe? Are you noticing things? Do you believe in magic? My favorite quote of mine is that magic exists to those who believe it. And that's why people think spiritual people are very woo-woo. They think they are crazy. And then you get spiritual people who are just the happiest, lightest versions of themselves because that is their reality. They believe in magic and therefore magic exists. And it's so unfortunate because people who don't want to believe in magic and who think that there is nothing special about life, and you know those people who are like, I didn't even ask to be born. They go around life with a job that they hate because they think that that's the way that life needs to be, and they don't nurture their creative side. Let me also say that every single human on this earth is creative. We were born for creation. We have opposable thumbs to create. We have the ability to think with our brains. Animals don't have that. They don't have the ability to have ideas and inventions. So opening yourself up to the magic that you are magic and you are different to other species on this planet is what's going to help you receive it. You have to believe it. Anyways, but I want to talk about frustration and irritation and stress in life that also wants your attention. Because isn't it funny how we try block out things that irritate us? We really, really do. But tell me why the fuck it just keeps coming back. It's almost like the universe is poking you and testing you. And it's like, I don't want to give this attention. Whether it's your boss that will not leave you alone and keeps micromanaging you, fucking irritating. Whether it's a girl in your life that keeps copying every fucking thing you do and you've tried to block her and you've tried to remove her and she still shows up in your story views. It's still there. It's still begging for our attention. But why is that? That is because your energy is powerful. It demands it. It wants it so bad. Of course, it makes so much sense, right? So you need to be so serious with yourself and ask yourself, who or what am I giving my energy to today? It starts from the minute you wake up to the minute you go to bed, obviously. So when you wake up, what is your first thought? Is it that you have only X amount of time to quickly get ready and that you need to get out of bed immediately and rush? Because that already is setting your nervous system up for failure. You start your day in a rush. How do you think you're going to find any magic? How do you think you're going to stop and notice any tree if you wake up and your first thought is, fuck, I need to get to work? Let's say you don't even work. Let's say you wake up and you go straight on your phone and you start looking at everybody's Instagrams and you start comparing your life. I think by now, if you don't know that everyone's Instagrams are only going to show their best moments that happen once every few weeks or once every few months even, that is not realistic. People go through things. People are crying behind the scenes all the time. But if you're waking up and you're immediately going to compare your life with others, again, your nervous system is not calm. You don't feel like you're in your body in your own life. You're waking up to other people's stories. Like, it just doesn't, it's not grounding. So if I could give some recommendations of how I've been starting my morning, it has been slow, slow, slow. If I have to wake up earlier, then I will wake up earlier so that I can have a slow morning and that I'm not rushing anywhere. My first order of business is to light a little candle or light a little incense. Remember that intention goes so far. And if you want to set an intention while you light your incense, trust me, if that is the first thing you do in your day, that energy will linger. I promise you. Try it out. But I light a little incense and I just stretch slowly. I don't look at my phone. I go make a little wee and I start brushing my teeth and I start getting ready. But now an important aspect of this is music for me. I love princess music lately. Like anything that is just romantic and slow. You can go on YouTube and find like playlists to romanticize your life, and it is the most delicate, most beautiful frequencies to listen to. And do your makeup slowly. Again, this energy comes in. Why are you doing your makeup? So you don't want to be putting on your makeup because you want to cover up your dark spots. You don't want to cover up your imperfections. You want to feel more beautiful, and that is the ritual that you need to do when you're putting on your makeup. It is about why you're doing it. So if you have this energy of, I can't leave the house without this because I will feel ugly, you need to rather have it as, I'm putting this on so that I can attract opportunities. Do you know what I mean? It's always just a mindset shift as to why you're doing things, because whatever energy you put out is the energy you're going to get back. Then another ritual that I do in the morning is making my tea. Now, anything can be a ritual as long as you are setting an intention while you're doing it. Absolutely anything can be a ritual. So a big ritual of mine is tea making. And whatever tea I want in that morning is the spell work that I'm making that day. Like if I have green tea, it's because, okay, I want to detox. If I have a chai, it's because I want to be sweet. If I'm making a cucumber tea, it's because I want to glow today. Do you know what I mean? It's like, it's whatever intention you put in it. Also, when you are stirring your tea, I want you to think of beautiful things that you want while you sip this tea. Like when I'm stirring my tea, I always say these affirmations in my head, like every sip of this tea makes me more intuitive. Every sip of this tea makes me glow. Every sip of this tea makes me more magnetic to my desires in this life. It's whatever affirmations you want, because water holds energy and you can whisper these things in your water. You can even just think it. But the energy in which you make your tea is the energy in which you're going to drink. And that's going to be within you. Also, we are obviously like 70% water or whatever. So it's beautiful. Okay, same thing goes for the food that you eat. Romanticize dinner, romanticize breakfast. Don't eat and watch something on your phone and you're not even being present with your food. Put your shit away. Like, be present with your food. Look at your food when you're eating it. Envision this food giving you life. Envision it giving you health. Envision it giving you energy. It does so much for you when you're connected to it. Because anybody can just scoff down a meal and go to work. But people who love their food and connect with their food tend to always be healthier. They tend to have good bodies. They tend to care about what they're putting in their bodies. They're not just eating for the sake of boredom. You're eating for life, literally, and energy. Okay. Another romantic thing that I love to do is wear perfume at home. I love it. I fucking love it. Smelling nice is my biggest hobby, I swear. There is nothing better than getting a whiff of yourself and being like, oh my God, I smell so good. It instantly raises your vibration. Start wearing perfume to the shops if you don't want to wear it at home. I understand that you guys maybe don't want to waste nice things, but nice things are meant to be experienced. So if you're going to save things for special occasions, Your life will only be a series of minimal special occasions when you can make your special occasion being at home, making your tea, eating your breakfast, wearing your perfume. It's like you give meaning to life. It's the same thing as signs and symbols for people. A swan is my symbol that everything's going to be okay. To somebody else, it's just a bird. You know, I gave it meaning. And every time I see that symbol, I get the sense of awe, the sense of magic, the sense of connection with the universe because I gave it meaning. That's the same as your perfume. If you decide to wear your perfume today, that is because you've decided to give your day meaning. If you are present with your food, that's because you decide to give your food meaning. If you stop and you notice the trees, it's because you decided to give those trees meaning. And what is it going to do? It's going to give you meaning back. It's going to give you love. It's going to give you energy. It's going to give you magic. That's what life is about, is to notice the magic first in the small, small things. A great example is the fact that I just moved to London. I'm here for a few months. And you guys know, if you're from South Africa, we're always vigilant. We keep our shit on lock. Like, nobody can tell me nothing about keeping my shit safe, right? Anyways, second week I'm in London, my phone gets stolen straight out of my bag. Don't ask me how. I was in H&M. It was so quick. But when I noticed that I lost my phone, I did not panic. I don't know if it's because I meditate every single day, and so my nervous system in general is very calm. But my reaction to what happened, I think, plays a very big role in the magic that showed up after that. Because I could have lost my phone, and I could have broken down, and I could have cried, and I could have felt unsafe. I could have felt icky. But instead, I was like, okay, well, if I don't have a phone, what else is going to keep me busy? And boom, magic just enters my life. I finally sat down and recorded a podcast again because I'm being productive because I don't have a phone. I've been journaling. I've been going out with nothing else to worry about. I've been present in my conversations with people. I'm cleaning the house a little bit more. Genuinely just enjoying the stillness of not being online 24/7. I'm starting to really understand that being offline is the new luxury because I feel so connected to myself again, finally, instead of waking up every morning and giving my energy away immediately to what I see on my phone, to the emails that I get, to the notifications coming through. Like I feel connected again. And because I'm operating from such a calm place and trusting in the universe and also seeing the magic in the mundane and being like, okay, well, if the universe is taking this away from me, there's obviously a reason why. I just need some time away from it. And I'm going to get a new phone and I'm going to come back to life and there's going to be proof of life again. And everything's going to be okay because at the end of the day, the phone is replaceable. I'm okay. There was also a stack of fucking cash in the same bag that they could have stolen, but they didn't. They took my phone, which is better because at least I can upgrade my phone. Whereas you can't upgrade your cash. Once the cash is gone, it's gone. So yeah, there's always something to be grateful for. There's always something you can romanticize out of a terrible situation. And I just want to remind you that romance exists when you choose it. You don't need a brand new life. You don't need someone new to fall in love with. You don't need to lose your phone, basically. You just need to remember that there is so much beauty and magic in your cup of tea, in your breakfast, in the trees on the side of the walkway. It's already there. The beauty in your life is already there. You just need to notice it and pay attention to it. Because your body is an antenna. And when you're calm and you're present and you're safe, you magnetize love and beauty and creativity and inspiration. You literally open your field to better things and beautiful things. So try one small ritual today. Reflect on where your energy is going. Choose what energetic bonds you wish to strengthen outside of you. Do you wish to strengthen that bond of irritation between you and your boss? Or do you wish to strengthen the bond of appreciation for your job and what it does for you? I will let you make that decision. But I hope you feel a little bit better, a little bit more romantic, a little bit lighter, a little bit higher, because it's all you. You get to choose how high you want to be in life. And I'm fucking high. Anyway, thank you for listening. I will catch you guys soon, hopefully.